that story, but she has a fascinating backstory. And you know that old adage, you see my glory, but you don't know my story. It's the backstory that always turns me on. And I'm delighted I have Leslie Jones for the hour. We'll start that conversation in just a second after I give you the trailer for Leslie Jones' Life, Part 2 on Peacock.
You know, I turned 57 this
year. I'd be an end great. I am doing well, and as I said, I'm thrilled to have you on for the hour. So much to talk about. Thank you for the time on this Thanksgiving Eve. You could be doing 1,000 other things. I thank you for giving us a little time to talk about this special. Let me start there. Tell me about the special.
Well, first, Travis, do you remember you interviewed me before?
I do. Of course I do. I don't forget these kind of things.
I was like, dang, I know. Travis knew me.
I know this. I know that part. I was talking to the audience for those who may not know your backstory.
I was like, nigga, Travis,
no.
I remember when you was over there on Crenshaw. Remember?
Yeah, I'm still on Crenshaw.
Really?
I'm too broke to go anyplace else, Leslie.
Oh my God!
I'm still here on Crenshaw. Still on Crenshaw. I'm still here. So when you come down to Crenshaw again, come on down there. Come on down to Lamert Park.
I'm have to stop by there and say hello. I pass by it sometimes. I'll be like, that's what.
I'm still here. I am still here.
Oh man!
So tell me about this special. Tell me about this special.
Well, it's I think it's my third special. I think it's my third special that's actually been put out. You know, when you're bootleg and you have other stuff that you put on, to CD to sell or whatever. But this is like my third official special, Life Part 2. And it's I've been working on it for about the second part of my life.
Yeah.
You know. It's so crazy how people don't understand how life actually, it does have a function. The 20s and the 30s are when you do the crazy stuff and you figure it out. 40s is when you start really working the plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't, when people said I was old when I got SNL, I was like, no, I was right on time.
I love it.
Time, son. Yeah. Like, cause that's exactly when all my skills were ready and tight and fresh, and I learned all the great lessons, the humility. You have to learn humility. You have to learn how to work with people. All that stuff makes you a great comic. Yeah. So the second part of my life feels like I am reaping the benefits of the work of the first part.
Yeah. I got some questions for Leslie Jones, and that's just she don't give me one answer yet. I got 2 or 3 questions about what she just said. It's gonna be a great hour with Leslie Jones here on Tavis Smiley.
From California to the Carolinas, everybody's listening to Tavis. More when we come forward.
Make a move into a home of your own. With City National Bank's Ladder Up Home Loan Grant, you could receive up to $20,000 that you never need to pay back. Use it toward your down payment, save on closing costs, or to buy down your mortgage rate. Find out more at cnb.com/ladderuphome. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Property must be in a qualifying market in California, New York, or New Jersey. Additional terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Terms are subject to change without notice. City National Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC. NMLS number 536994.
Hey, KBLA 1580 delegation, your health matters to us. We know that information is power, especially when it comes to prevention and treatment. That's why we're proud to introduce the brand new KBLA Health and Wellness Hub. This online space is built just for you, connecting our community to trusted health resources, culturally relevant care, and even access to diverse clinical trials and emerging therapies. Whether you're looking for information on common conditions, mental health support, or just want to stay on top of your wellness journey, we got you. And the best part, it's all on our website at KBLA1580.com. Access Hub icon, because knowledge is power and your health is everything. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Break out the champagne. Everybody get a glass.
Tavis Smiley is now ranked number 16 nationally and the highest rated talk show hosted by an African American on the 2025 Talkers Heavy 100 list of the most important talk radio hosts in the nation. Last year, Tavis ranked number 33, and the year before, number 45. The Tavis Smiley Show has rapidly expanded its national syndication to now include nearly 50 radio stations across the country and counting. Congratulations, Tavis.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online. and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Made fresh daily in the Mert Park, Los Angeles, California. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley and comedian and actress Leslie Jones. Honored to be in conversation with her. Here's some more of Leslie from her stand-up special, Life Part 2 on Peacock.
Let me sum up your 30s for you. Your 30s, you start off as a beautiful, bright yellow banana. As you age through your 30s, you start getting them brown spots. Till you 39, you a black as banana. Only thing to do with you is to throw you out or make banana bread. Enjoy your 20s. Or marry a baker.
I love that. That's actually not from the special Life Part 2. That's from Time Machine. It's an old clip from Leslie that I love. I wanted to promote the new special. It is called Life Part 2 on Peacock. This is from Time Machine, but I wanted to push that out there. I'm delighted to have Leslie Jones on this program. So let me start where you started a moment ago. I'm glad we got the hour here. You were talking about the second part of your life. Let me just ask you how you are processing. I'll go back to the first part in a second here. But how are you processing the second part of your life from here forward? How do you want to show up? How are you processing the rest of the way, the rest of the journey, Leslie?
Well, you know what's so crazy is like I didn't used to be into, advice and that type of stuff, but now I've learned that the stuff that I learned, it's for all people who get to this point, our job is to pass that on.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I really feel like this society right now is I need permission society. And I feel like me and the experience, like my experience is people's food right now. You know what I'm saying? So, what I went through and what I can see, I can guide other people. And willfully too, not because you have to do it in a way that people are going to absorb it. You can't force. You know what I'm saying? When you're at an age when people are trying to tell you stuff and you're like, shut up, you don't know.
That's right.
You have to, I hate to say it, you have to be successful in what you do for them to actually listen to you.
Yeah.
So it's a gentle parenting that you have to do to society when you're a comedian.
Yeah.
And I feel like my job is to let people know how to actually take steps in your life. There's things that happen. Life happens. Life happens. And people need to understand that it's never always easy. It rains on the just as it does the unjust.
That's right.
You have to. This is why I tell people, don't look at the past because you can't do nothing about it. Don't look at the future because you don't know what's going to happen. All you can do is stay present and have some faith.
Yeah.
And be vulnerable and be open to learning, be open to change. Don't be afraid to take the steps to change. Leaves turn brown, fall comes, winter comes, seasons change. You have to flow with that or you will be stagnated water up against a wall.
Yeah.
You have to learn the flow of change.
Yeah.
You just have to. And I feel like for me as a comedian, I love doing jokes that let people have permission to feel their actual feelings. Because that's what we're skipping over so much stuff, emotional stuff, that we're not going deep anymore. We're all surface dwellers right now. And we're too scared to go deep because we're scared of it hurting, but we need to know that that's not hurt, that's growing pains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are so scared to go to the next level of their consciousness. They're just scared to do it because they're scared that they're not going to be this person. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to become better. You're supposed to become a better you. And the only way to do that is to get rid of the other shit. It's like a pruning, right? Like a tree pruning. You know, there's a level you go to where you can't have something that you've been doing before happen because you won't be able to survive that level. It's a lot of things that I learned. You know, I had to learn how to deal with people. I had to learn how to deal with misogyny. I had to learn how to deal with self-hate. I had to learn how to deal with hate from people. You have to. Those are things that you have to learn.
Yeah. She's always a great conversation. She just opens up. I was sort of chuckling when she went inside those biblical hermeneutics. He reigns on the just as well as the unjust. I said, oh, Lord, now I got to start calling you the Right Reverend Dr. Suffragan Bishop Leslie Jones. That's who I'm talking. I thought I was talking to a comedian. I'm talking to the Suffragan Bishop. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't be scared you can't be scared to move on with your life.
Yeah, I got you.
You can't be scared to do that. You have to, like, if you're not living your life, who else is living your life?
That's exactly right.
Not being you, who else is being you? You have to do it.
I say,
God made you as yourself, not no one else. Yourself. You're here as an assignment of yourself.
I say all the time, you might as well be yourself.
I tell everybody that. You wake up with yourself, you eat with yourself, you bathe with yourself. You better start liking yourself.
That's exactly right. Take me back to yourself at Colorado State. This is what I was saying earlier. I just love the backstory to your life. Again, people see you on SNL, they see you on stage, they see you in film. Coming to America. We see you everywhere, but it's the backstory that fascinates me. Take me back to Colorado State and that night, and you know the night I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's like, people know the now but don't know the how.
That's right. That's it.
I was in college on scholarship, basketball. And I had the red shirt a year, which I didn't know. So I was just kind of like drifting, not really enjoying school, not really good at school, but I was very funny. I didn't know I was funny. And my friend was like, yo, there's a contest. We were walking through the student union, and there was a sign up there that said, hey, contest for the funniest person on campus. And she was like, dude, you should sign up for that. And I was like, no, like, are you crazy? And she was like, I'm telling you, you're so fucking funny. And I was like, I don't feel like I'm funny. So we split up. I went to class. She went to class. And then when we met up later on that night, she was like, yo, I signed you up for that contest. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And she was like, you don't know. She's like, you're stupid. You just don't understand how funny you are. She was like, just go up there and just talk. That's all you have to do is just talk because you are just hilarious, right? So I was mad at her, but not really mad because I was like, you know what? What if this is something? What if this is something? And I went, and it was a journey. I know you heard the story of that. It was crazy people, the crazy comics. Now being a comic, I know what those comics were doing. They were like, I'm going to go to campus, win this contest, because I know ain't no comedians on campus. And so they showed up, but they were not good comics. You know what I'm saying? So I went up there, and when I touched the mic, I'm telling you, Travis, I saw everything. I saw my whole life. I saw my whole future. It felt like I had been doing it 10 years. When I touched that mic and I said, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Let me pause right quick there. Again, this is getting good, as we say around here. So let me pause for a second. When you say it felt like you had done it for a decade already, tell me about why you think that was, or how you processed the fact that something you had never done felt so familiar to you, Leslie.
I can only tell you that was the beginning of what I was supposed to do in the rest of my life. Just like when people realize they want to be a doctor, or when people realize they want to be an astronaut or whatever, and it's something that hits you, it's something that happens. Like, okay, great example. When I watch 911, they always say, why did you become a ambulance EMT?
A paramedic, yeah.
Right, hey, because my mom was choking and I wasn't able to save her, and this, and whatever. But it's like, for me, I always watched Richard Pryor. I was a very big comedy lover, but I didn't think I was a performer. I know about Whoopi Goldberg and all of that. So it's like when I touched that mic, it was like, oh my God, oh my God, I can't explain it. It was like an explosion of, oh my God, this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life. I can't explain it any other way except for that I just knew that this is what I was going to be doing forever. Yeah. It just felt like I had already been doing it.
And yet, as the story goes, and again, I know your backstory rather well. I read your book and followed you, of course. We've talked before in media spaces. So I'm fast forwarding here. You mentioned comedians earlier. So there's a particular comedian, and if you want to go there, I'll let you go there. It's your story, not mine. But a particular comedian said something to you one day that got you to think a little bit differently, and you stepped away from comedy for 6 years because this person told you, go live your life. And
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, there you go. I wasn't gonna say it. You said it, Jamie Foxx.
No, Jamie Foxx is he's my heart.
Yeah, so tell the story. What did Jamie say to you?
Well, I came back to LA and I was like, I'm going to be a comedian. My friend was like, I'm going to be your manager. You know how that goes, right?
Yep.
So she's like, she actually got me a spot at the World. I don't know if you remember the World.
Of course I do. I remember. Not only. Hold up. I saw you at the World. I used to watch you all the time at Mike Williams at the Comedy Act Theater. So before you and I had ever met each other, I'm in the audience watching you like regularly at the Comedy Act Theater. So that's how far I go back with you when you didn't even know me, Leslie Jones.
Oh my God!
Keep it going. Tell me about Jamie. Keep going.
Anyway, the world. Speedy, you remember Speedy?
Of course.
Speedy was the host.
Of course.
And Speedy was the host, and I opened up. I was terrible. I bombed like it was awful. It was so bad that the DJ started scratching during my set. It was just awful. It was so awful. I just didn't understand. I didn't understand comedy yet. Right. So, I was like, everybody, all my friends, they wanted to fight everybody in the audience. And I was like, no. But they was like, well, we finna go. We don't want to stay at this whack ass place. I was like, no, I got to see Jamie. I got to see this next comedian, right? So he comes out, and I'm telling you, I was like, oh, my God, this man is so fucking brilliant. And he's just like Richard Pryor. He's just like Eddie Murphy. He's just like Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, my God. So this is not just a thing. This is comedy. This is the way comedy is supposed to be. It's not about jokes. It's about the personality and everything. I was like, I got to be just like this guy. So my friend, now I know if you know Speedy, you know this about Speedy. Speedy likes big girls. So
you said it. I didn't, but it's true. It's true, but you said it. Yeah.
My homegirl was beautiful. Vanessa was beautiful. She had green eyes, all that, but she was heavy set. And I was like, yo, bitch, you got to take one for the team. Like, you got to go over there and talk to Speedy and get him to like you so I can meet Jamie, right? So he did. He liked her. And we went to Fat Burgers. And to this day, I always tell Jamie, am I Wanda? I was like, am I Wanda? Because at first I tried to come on to him, and he knew I was like, I think I was like 18, 19. And he knew that. He was like, you're a child. Like, get away from me. Like, what are you doing? And then I was like, okay, well, I just want to be a comedian. Please help me. And he was like, all right. He was like, you like 18, 19? I was like, I think I was 19. And he was like, Lord have mercy, you a baby. He was like, you ain't got shit to talk about. You don't have nothing to talk about. He was like, you got high school. You can talk about high school. He was like, you have nothing to talk about. He was like, go and learn life. Go and be in life. Go work. Go get hired. Go get fired. Go fall in love. Go fall out of love. Go get dumped. Go dump somebody. Go do everything. Go and live and get material. He was like, because you have no material. So I was like, I took it to full force. I was like, absolutely. And that's exactly what I did. And then 6 years later, 1993, I called the Comedy Act Theater. Michael Williams answered the phone. Yeah. And I said, hey, I want to be a comedian. And he was like, are you funny? And I was like, dude, I think I am. I think I'm really funny. And he was like, well, come down and we'll put you up on the I think it's like new artists, new comics. And I was like, cool. And I had to be there at 7:30. I was there at 5 o'clock. And I was just sitting in that parking lot trying to talk myself out of doing it.
Hey, Leslie, do you recall if on your first night Robin Harris was on stage that night? Was he hosting that night? Do you recall? Was Robin there that night?
He wasn't there. I think Ricky Harris was.
Ricky Harris. That makes sense.
But I had seen Robin there before after I started coming there.
Sure.
Well, Ricky Harris was the.
No, he was host. That makes sense. Yeah, Ricky Harris. Yeah.
And I went in there and I did really well. I know you remember Sharon.
Absolutely,
Sharon,
of course.
Sharon, Sharon didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
So Sharon will tell you in a minute, take your not funny ass, not come here again until you get some jokes. Like, she will tell you that. But she came up to me and she was like, oh wow. She was like, you're a female comedian. And you know what? You got some good stuff. You got potential. Come back.
Let me ask you right quick. I got about 90 seconds now, 60 seconds now. We got the rest of the hour though. And so in 60 seconds, when you were away from comedy for those 6 years, taking Jamie's advice to go live some life and then come back. 6 years is a long time. Was the goal always to get back?
Yes.
Yeah. So you knew at some point you were gonna come back.
Yes.
Wow.
And then plus too, when I came from Colorado, I had went to the Comedy Store and had an experience there, and I knew all the time I was like, yep, I'm gonna use that as a joke. Ooh, yep, I'm gonna talk about this on stage. Yep, when I become a comedian, I'm gonna do this. I always knew it was there.
Wow, that's a lot of discipline, a lot of dedication, a lot of focus to have stepped away from something for 6 years. To know that you were coming back. I'm smiling because there's a part of my journey as a broadcaster. I have a story similar to Leslie. A much shorter story. I'll tell you when we come forward. But I'm resonating with what she's saying now because sometimes you got to step back to get yourself ready to move forward. And Leslie steps away from comedy. I did the same thing. I stepped away from broadcasting. I had a major opportunity, but I knew I wasn't ready for it. Unlike Leslie, I didn't get on stage and bomb. But they asked me to do something. I knew I wasn't ready. I stepped away, and I came back. I'll tell you that story and just connect with Leslie in that regard when we come forward with Leslie Jones on Tavis Smiley.
This is getting good. Yeah, man. Tavis Smiley continues when we come forward.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Jersey City heads to a runoff next Tuesday after no candidate won outright. James Solomon and former Governor Jim McGreevey faced off in a debate.
And you can only do it if you, one, have a track record of beating big developers and real estate interests, and two, if you have a plan to deliver it, and I have that plan.
They both focused on affordability and education. A Black South Carolina dental office employee is accused of stealing more than $600,000. Authorities say 39-year-old Ashanti Kiana Kinney embezzled the money from the affordable dentures and implants in Myrtle Beach over several years. She now faces multiple felony charges. And former NBA star Rick Fox is running for office in the Bahamas. The ex-Laker and Celtic says his platform focuses on affordable housing, health care, and safer communities ahead of the next general election. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
More good times for the Lakers, more misery for the Clippers. The Lakers won their fifth straight game Tuesday night, dominating the Clippers 135-118. The Lakers are 13-4. They're tied with Denver for the second-best record in the Western Conference. The Lakers' big three combined for 99 points. Luka Doncic had a game-high 43 plus 13 assists. Austin Reeves dropped 31. LeBron had 25 and 6 assists in 32 minutes. The 135 points was the most allowed by the Clippers this season. The Clippers are 5-13. They are 2-11 since November 3rd. The latest college football playoff rankings are out. The top 4 seeds in the 12-team field: Ohio State, Tavis Smiley's Indiana Hoosiers, Texas A&M, and Georgia. If these teams remain among the top 4, they will get a first-round bye in the playoffs. The final rankings and 12-team bracket will be finalized on December 7th. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, a.k.a. the voice of reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education paid for by government.com. Did you know? The United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time. Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends, near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Paid for by government.com. Did you know? The United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time. Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Let's get back to more of this rich dialogue with Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley and Leslie Jones, her new stand-up comedy special is called Life Part 2, streaming right now on Peacock, and I'm delighted to have Leslie on this program. I was saying a moment ago, Leslie was telling a great story about the advice that Jamie Foxx gave her when he saw her bomb on stage one night. He told her, go live your life. Live life, learn life. You just, 19-year-old kid, you haven't done enough yet. to have a real set. And Leslie took Jamie Foxx's advice, disappeared for 6 years, and lived some life. Came back 6 years later, and the rest, as they say, is history. Fast forward some years, we'll get to that a little bit later. Fast forward some years, and now she's starring on SNL. So Jamie's advice, she took to heart, and it sort of worked out. But I was laughing, not laughing actually. I was just kind of reminded, Leslie, when you told that story about I had a similar experience in my career. I'd done radio. I was doing radio quite well before I even blew up nationally. I was doing radio here in L.A. quite well, doing rather successful. And I got a call from the ABC TV affiliate here in L.A. To come in and audition for doing commentary during the 5 o'clock news. At the time, KBLA here in L.A., that you know well, Channel 7, was the #1 station for news here in Southern California, and I'm on radio, a little black guy on radio, and they're offering me a chance to go big time, to do commentary, my own editorials, my own commentary live during the 5 o'clock news on the #1 TV station for news in Southern California. It's a big deal for my little chocolate self. And all of my friends thought I was crazy because I turned it down. And I turned it down because I had never done television. I was really good at radio, but I hadn't done TV at that point in my career. So I turned it down. My friends were mad at me, disappointed, couldn't understand why I wouldn't take this move. But I called a friend of mine who was in television production up in Montreal, in Canada. So I literally reworked my life, moved to Canada, to Montreal for almost a year. And I learned everything about television. I learned to write my own copy, my own editorials. I would practice when nobody was around. I learned everything about being in front of the camera, behind the camera, how to read the teleprompter without moving your head and your eyes, all those tricks that we know that you have to do when you're on television. So I learned all this stuff for almost a year. Came back to LA, did just what you did. You called Mike Williams, who I love Mike dearly. He listens to this program, by the way. He's probably listening today. But you called Mike at the Comedy Act Theater. I called Channel 7 back and said, y'all called me a year ago, and I wasn't available at the time, but I would love to come in and audition now if you're still doing auditions. They said, sure, come on in. I went in. Leslie did one take. The rest, as they say, is history, and that's what started my television career. So my story is not dissimilar from yours, but I love the fact that you were able to take that advice, to not get bitter, to not say, who is this Jamie Foxx? He don't know what he's talking about. But just say a word about what it meant in that moment to actually take that advice, which might have felt harsh to other people, and they might have rejected it.
No, that's the thing. I'm listening to your story going, wow, that is freaking awesome, because most people would have took that job and did terrible and
that's right.
Had the record of not being good.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's with anything, Travis, anything that we do in our life. You can't just say, I'm going to be a comedian and then just be a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go through the learning steps, of having the foundation to be a comic. You don't want to walk into a doctor's office that a guy just said, I'm going to be a doctor, and just you have to learn how to be.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, people think that they got that raw talent. Oh, you got the raw talent. No, but it's like being a superhero. Even superheroes have to learn how to use
their powers.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They have to learn how to not hurt other people. They have to learn how to control the power of it, when to pull it out, all of that. So it's everything that you do.
Yeah.
You have to have a strong foundation.
Yeah.
I've always believed in that, and my dad taught me that.
Yeah.
Anything that you do, you got to really be good at doing it. And I remember praying. I remember saying to God, like, oh, Lord, I want to be a comedian, but if I'm not funny, then just let me be in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me own a club, or let me be a promoter or some kind of manager or something. Let me be somewhere in the field, because I love comedy so much.
Yeah.
But if I really want to be a stand-up.
No.
And the feeling I feel, the answer I got back was, yeah, well, you just chose the narrow road, sweetie. You're about to learn everything. What people need to understand is everything is an entity. It's here. Like, I'm not big,
including Southern California Edison, so you don't get burned twice. With the KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. As always, we welcome your feedback.
We ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Sometimes you fail to fit in. But we're okay with that. You're inside the Tavis Smiley Show.
You are indeed with Leslie Jones. Her new stand-up special on Peacock is called Life Part 2. Pretty funny stuff. But many of us got to know her when she hit SNL. As I said a moment ago, I was watching the Being Eddie documentary on Netflix. Pretty interesting. Now that you asked me, I love Eddie. I mean, I'm a huge Eddie fan. Every time I see Eddie, I give him a big hug and I start trying to run lines with him from Coming to America. Arsenio plays along with me. Eddie usually doesn't, but it's funny anyway to watch Eddie just laugh and giggle as I give him his lines from Coming to America. But I saw the special and I thought it was good. I just wish Eddie had been a little more introspective. And part of the problem is when you produce your own documentary, the stuff gets in that you want in, the stuff you don't want in doesn't get in. You discuss what you want to talk about and don't talk about what you don't want to talk about. So it could have been a little deeper. It could have been a little more introspective. I would have appreciated that. But anyway, it is what it is. But check it out for yourself. It's called Being Eddie. It's on Netflix. But Eddie had his take, his thoughts on his time on SNL. I want to hear Leslie Jones's take on her time on SNL. And about that, Leslie Jones, you say what?
Oh, okay. First of all, I am so sorry. I've been calling you Travis. And do you know how I've always called you Travis?
I know you have, and I never stopped you. You see, I ain't stopped you.
You never stopped me. I just realized because my PR person is like, hey, his name is Tavis.
No,
and I was like,
you know what?
His name is Travis. I know this man.
My attitude is simply this: two things. One, I've been called worse. As a matter of fact, somebody called me worse yesterday, as a matter of fact. So one, I've been called worse, Leslie. And number two, my rule is simply this: you can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
So it's all good.
I did not know I was live, so please excuse the cursing.
No, it's okay. Now, I'm saying something funny, though. At one point, you'll love this because you're a comedian. At one point, my board op said, you know what you ought to do when you come back? I said, what? He said, call her some more. Just she keeps saying, Travis.
I just saw her at the airport. I just saw her.
He said, just call her some more one time and see what she says. So that.
Punch him in the face for me. Thank you.
He's looking and laughing right now some more. See, your some more joke. Here you go, Miles. She said, punch you in the face. Well, I ain't gonna catch a case, Leslie, but I hear your advice. Anyway, hold that thought, Leslie. Now I gotta do this right quick. When we come forward, after I punch Miles in his face, and we have our remaining moments with Leslie Jones, we'll hear about her time on SNL. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
Why does Tavis say when we come forward? Because he's not going back. And you don't have to go back either. Forward ever, backward never. More of Tavis Smiley when we come forward.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from Nitsa and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality health care, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Nearly 7 million Americans aged 65 and older are living with Alzheimer's disease, or AD. But did you know that black adults aged 65 and older are twice as likely as white adults to develop AD? You may be able to reduce your risk by managing conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure, being physically active, eating healthy, and exercising your mind. To learn more about AD, the importance of early diagnosis and intervention, and a potential treatment option, visit treatalzearly.com. That's treatalzearly.com. This message is brought to you by AZI.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
Freedom is an endless meeting. So let's get back to it with Tavis Smiley.
So Leslie, I didn't punch him in his face, but I did grab him by the back of his afro.
That's good enough.
I got 4 minutes left. I want to ask you 2 questions. One, just say a word about a reflection about your time on SNL.
It was difficult only because they probably hadn't. Well, I think they had seen someone like me before, but I think that person probably was more compliant.
Right. I like that. More compliant. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got me again. They got me when I was 47. So they're not going to tell me how to change my brand. Or
did it feel for you? I'm just gonna go right there because I love your openness and your transparency. That's what I love about you. Did it feel for you like it did for me watching you that they never knew what to do with your gift? They didn't know what to do with your talent?
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, Travis, at SNL is when I really, really started knowing, hey, you can't depend on other people to tell you what to do.
That's right. That's right.
You're going to have to figure it out yourself so you can show them, because they probably have never seen anything like you before. Yeah. Even though they say they have, they haven't. So that's when I started knowing that my jokes are relevant. My jokes are here, that my jokes are me. Yeah. And that's when I started going, okay, it's time for you to take control of your own superpower.
There you go.
So that's basically what you have to realize.
No, I love it.
But some people do need that structure.
No, I get it. No, I get it. Yeah.
I understand why they exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll say it. You ain't got to say it. There are 2 or 3 people that come to mind, a couple of them, who they have, learned how to work with them. But with all due respect to Lorne Michaels, he still ain't figured out yet how to work with black people in terms of pulling the best out of them. That's my read. You didn't say it. I said it. You didn't say it. Hey, don't say nothing, Leslie. Don't get in trouble. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Leslie. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I mean, to a point, you are.
Leave it alone, Leslie. Leave it. I'm trying to protect you, Leslie. Leave it alone. Leave it. I'm telling you, like Jamie Foxx told you, step away, Leslie. Step away. Leave it alone. I'm telling you now.
It's fine.
I can say this. I can get in trouble. Lauren Michaels don't owe me nothing. He can't do nothing to me, but I don't want Lauren Michaels messing with you, so I can go there. All right, I got 30 seconds left.
He's sweet, though. He's actually
he's a genius, no question about it. I got 30 seconds left. Tell me about the special again. Tell the audience why they should tune in and check it out.
Oh, please just tune in, just to laugh, just to get a release on everything that's going on. Right. Just take a break from the pain. You can always come back to that. You know what I'm saying? Go and laugh for 58 minutes.
I love that. Take a break from the pain. When you come back after laughing, it's still going to be there. It's called Life Part 2. It features, of course, the comedy of Leslie Jones, and it is on Peacock. And for everybody else listening right now who is scheduled to come on my show in the coming days, when you come on the show, you must call me Tavis. Leslie and I have done this more than once, and I just get a kick out of her calling me Travis, and so it's cool. I want the audience to know it didn't bother me. As I said, I've been called worse, so that's our running joke. So Leslie, the next time you come on, if you don't call me Travis, we're gonna have a problem.
Oh man!
Okay.
Oh, you know what too? I got an Emmy. I just wanted to let you know.
I ain't mad at you. Congrats on that.
Baby.
Congrats on that. See, you said it a couple times in this conversation, but you have to know who you are. You have to be in touch with your own self and your own skill set, and over time, everybody sees that you were right all along. So there you have it. I'm gonna leave it there. Hey Leslie, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. I love you. Good to have you on the program.
Thank you.
All
Thank you so much, Travis.
There you go. I love it. Just like that. Travis is out. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so tomorrow, the best of Tavis Smiley. Same thing on Friday. I'm taking 2 days off. Thank God for Jesus. Anyway, I'm Travis Smiley. Until next time, keep faith.